Welcome to Pavitra Laptop Care. In the last video we have seen this particular motherboard, what are the PWM section it has and what are the power status it has. Right. So now the power status AS5 to AS0. One by one power state and what are the PWM section at the particular power state will generate. Those things we will discuss in this video. Let us start S5 state PWM section voltages and signals. Now when you connect the adapter, here is the first voltage 1980p in is the first voltage will enter to the motherboard through this DC jack. Through this PL1 coil, the 1980 pin is converted as plus DC underscore in and it will enter to the first MOSFET. In first MOSFET, according to the gate, means it's a P channel, according to the voltage divider gate voltage, the voltage DC in will pass to the drain. This drain is connected to the second MOSFET of the drain. Okay. Here also it's depending on the gate voltage. The second MOSFET will pass the voltage DC in from drain to source. That will become as plus SDC underscore in. In the same way, when you connect the type C adapter, it's similar to normal adapter only. It will enter to first MOSFET and second MOSFET. The source voltage will become plus SDC underscore in. Once this plus SDC underscore in will enter to the PUB01 IC, this is actually first PWM IC, it's a charging IC. Once this voltage will enter, we will get plus 19 VB in the coil PLB01. Actually, in the battery side CLR, we will get plus 19 VB. Actually, the plus 19 VB is not only 19 volts. It may be it may be battery voltage also, because this is battery CLR. Once you connect the battery, the voltage will pass through this CLR. So it means when adapter is not connected, battery voltage you will get in 19 VB. Here PU301 is the second PWM IC. Once plus 19 VB will enter to this particular PU301 IC, then it will give the PWM voltage in PL301 coil, that is plus 3 volts always. At the same time, once it enters, the 19 VB enters to this IC, immediately it will generate 3 volts LDO. Means LDO will generate first, after that PWM work, the 3 volts always will generated in PL301 coil. At the same time, plus 19 VB voltage will enter to the PU501 IC. This is third PWM IC. Once it enters, so immediately 5 volts LDO will generate. After that, according to the voltage variations in the gate, high-low MOSFET will generate 5 volts always in coil PL501. It means it's a third PWM voltage, it's a 5 always, plus 5 always. In other side, once 3 volts LDO will generate, then RTC VCC also will generate, and externally we can give the voltage supply through that cell, CMOS cell, in the connection of IO. It's a IO connector is there, right? So through here it will enter RTC underscore VCC voltage. Once this plus RTC underscore VCC voltage enter to the motherboard, it will convert as plus RTC underscore cell underscore PCH and it will enter to the first block of the PCH, means RTC PCH, RTC block. Once 3 volts LDO and 3 volts always will generate, then IO will be active. When IO will be active and it's fulfilled, it's satisfied with some basic voltages, then it will release the output voltage, means it's release the signal, output signal PCH underscore prime underscore enable, and it finally convert as plus 3VALW underscore PCH and it will enter to the PCH, means some PCH related signals it will generate and it will enter to the PCH. Once plus 19 VB is entered to PUH01 IC, this is actually 4th PWM IC, it will generate the PWM voltage plus 1.0 volts underscore prime through the coil PLH01. This is 4th PWM voltage. Once the 19 VB enters to the 5th PWM section IC, that is PU1801, then according to the internal high-low MOSFET concept, it will generate the PWM voltage plus 1.8 volts prime. So this we will get in PL1801. So guys, this is the S5 status PWM voltages. So in next section we can discuss about the signals. What are the signals we will get in S5 status? So here that's it. If you have any queries, please put it in comment. If anybody want to join our online courses, please message me in Telegram and WhatsApp. Thank you very much.